Hello friends, welcome to my channel. So the big question is, do you really need a car in Canada? Well, my answer would be yes. In fact, I would say that having a car in Canada is not a matter of luxury, it's a matter of necessity. And based on my experience of last 3 years, I will share some information with you all. I hope it can help you with better planning so that when you move here from your own country, you take this important decision of buying a car. A quick disclaimer, this is my opinion based on my personal experience. Some people might agree with it, some might not agree with it. So, those who don't agree with it, please take it easy. So, let's start with the number one reason why having a car is a necessity in Canada, and that is the Canadian winters. Well, in Canada, when winter arrives and temperature drops down to minus 15, minus 20, minus 25 degrees, something which is very new for people like me who come from warmer countries. I've never experienced this kind of cold before coming to Canada. Now, during those harsh winter months, when it's so cold and the wind is blowing that cold wind, what we call here wind chill, it freezes your face when it blows. And first 1.5 year when we were here in Canada, we didn't have a car. And anytime when you have to go for grocery shopping, that is going to Costco or Walmart or any other place of your choice, and you have to carry those grocery bags with you, it becomes very difficult to walk in snow wearing snow boots, carrying all those grocery bags, wearing heavy jackets, and then getting into public transport. Even the public transport, the way it works is that there are different connections. You have to take one bus, get down at one stop, then take another connection from there, then finally you will reach your destination. Or if you use subway, similar thing, get on a subway, then get on a bus, then reach there, or walk a little bit. So when it's minus 25 and minus 30, all those little efforts become too much, and then you're wearing those snow boots and walking in the snow. It all becomes quite difficult for people like us who don't have any experience of this kind of weather. So most of the time we used to end up taking Uber, which again increases your cost on a monthly basis. So in those extreme harsh winter days, it becomes quite a task to go for grocery shopping, and then it ends up taking at least 1 hour of travel time depending on where you live. Now, another aspect of the same winter weather are the snowstorms, and there are many days when you will experience snowstorms. So, if you have to go to work or even while coming back from work, there is a snowstorm, it becomes very challenging at that time to use public transit, and you end up taking Uber again, which again increases your monthly cost. And also, one more thing, during those stormy days, Uber price also increases. Now, if you have a family, you have kids, you need to either drop your kids to school or bring them from school, or even just take them out to a park or for any recreational activity, you need a car, because then again during those winter months it gets very difficult to use public transit if you need to take your children for any kind of recreational activity, and then again you end up taking Uber. So when you consider all these different scenario in the winter weather, it makes more sense to have your own car. Second reason is the public transit and time consumption. So initially, of course, when I came from India, I found the public transport quite good here when I compared it to India. But when you start living here and you have to travel every day to work or any place that you want to go to, public transit is structured in such a way that it ends up taking so much of your time. For example, when we were living in Toronto and Demi used to go to work to North York, it used to take her 1 hour to go to work. First, she will get in a bus to go to subway station. Then she gets down at subway, takes another bus, and then she would reach her office. All in all, it used to take around 1 hour to 1 hour 15 minutes. And the same distance when covered through your own car used to take only 15 minutes. So you end up losing so much time throughout the week. At the same time, the public transit is not very cheap. It is costly. If you're paying somewhere between $100 and $150, so that's quite a lot of money. So you're spending money also, and at the same time losing the most precious currency from your life. That is your time. Now, for all of you who are planning to move to Calgary, Calgary is so different from Toronto or Vancouver or, yeah, other cities because winters in Calgary are quite brutal. I mean, it drops down to minus 30, minus 35, and the public transit here is not like Toronto or Vancouver. There are some places which are quite far off from downtown area, and the public transit connectivity is limited. So your travel time increases even more. And that's why, for a city like Calgary, having a car definitely becomes a necessity. Apart from these daily activities, if we even talk about recreational activities or traveling, let's say, for example, we live in Calgary, and if we want to go to Banff or Jasper and we don't have a car, then we either have to take a rental car or book a bus trip, which are so costly. So, not having a car limits your possibilities of any kind of recreational activity, also because, like I said, rentals or bus trips are very costly. So, based on my experience, I would say that, first 1.5 year of our life in Canada was very difficult for Demi because she hates winters anyways, and we didn't have a car traveling through public transit and um, spending money on Uber and all that. We realized that we should have planned it better before moving to Canada. We should have already saved some extra money so that when we reach Canada, we can immediately get a car. This is what I would suggest to all of you who are still in the process of moving to Canada, waiting for your PR. Start collecting money which you can use as a down payment when you come here so that you can get a car and you don't have to go through that experience, right? Because when you're new here in Canada and you don't have any credit score, credit history, or credit limit in your credit cards, it will be easier to get approved for loan when you have some saved money as a down payment. So start saving that down payment money now only, because trust me, you will need a car in Canada if you want to have a good and happy life here. All right, guys, let me know what are your thoughts on this question. Do you need a car in Canada? In the comment section. So for now, the answer is yes, you need a car in Canada. Bye.